Heidi Andrews, Unit 2, Assignment 1.5, and I'm going to be making a picture frame from natural woodland materials. So I have 4 branches, 4 bits of stick, and I've already put clove hitch knots on these 3, but I'm going to show you the clove hitch knot again. So I've got my fish, I've got my dish, I put my fish onto the dish, pop it over the top of the stick and pull it tight. Then I want to have a long bit there because I'm going to get my next stick, and you'll see that I have left that long bit there, that clove hitch there, and I am going to do my square lashing knot. So for this one, you go over and thread it through to keep it taut and tight. So I'm going over, under, over, under, and I'm doing this 3 times. So I've gone under that one, over the top of this one, so that's twice, under the next stick, over the top of the next one, under, over. So when I get here, I'm then going to go the opposite way. So I'm now going to go under, over, under. Make sure the whole time you're pulling it tight, over. So that's once, under, over, under, over. That's twice, under, over, under, over, under and over. And then I'm going to finish off my knot, tying it tightly using my reef knot. So left to right, and then right to left. So I have my secured right angle there. Then I get my next stick and I keep my clove hitch knot there, and then my end without the knot there. And I'm going to do the same process with my square lashing. So I'm going to go over and around to secure it. Thread it through, which keeps it nice and tight, making sure you've got that tension. So I've gone over, under, pull it down a little bit to make sure I've got room to work with, over the top, under the next one, over the top, under the next one, over the top. So this is my second time round, under, over, under, over. That's the 3rd time. So now I go the opposite way. So let me just finish off this by going under, over. Just going to move that bit of string out of the way. I shall need that to tie it off. Going under, over, under, over, under, over, and then finish it with my reef knot. So I went left, over right, pulling it through and nice and tight, and then right, over left, pulling it through, nice and tight. So now I've got my outline of my square. I just need my final stick. Move the excess string out of the way. So again, starting off with my square lashing. So I go over the top to keep it secure, tie it through, nice and tight. Then I'm going to go over the top of that one, so underneath the next one, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. Now, this one, the string has ended up being a little bit too short. It's okay, we can fix it. We'll just get this one, because that knot is not going to, the string's not going to be long enough. Thank you. This one looks like it will be better. We'll just release that clove hitch. I'm putting it the right way. So, fish, dish, oops. Fish goes on the dish, and then pulling it tight, and trying to leave a little bit less slack on there this time. Then I've got my stick, so I'm just going to go over it to tie it and secure it, making sure it won't move. Then with my square lashing, I go over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. So this is my third time around. So this time I'm going to change it and I'm going to go under this one, but then over the top of the next one. So it makes sure that it's secured all the way around. Under, over, under, over, that's the second one, under, over, under, over, and then I come around to finish off my knot, doing my reef knot. So I went left to right and then right to left. Oops. Then my final one, making sure this one isn't going to be too short. Pulling it nice and tight to start off with. Starting off with that square lashing. So I might do it that way. Securing it. Then I've gone over, under, over, under, over, under. So this is the second time. Under, over. This is the third. Under, over, under. So now this time I'm going to go under this one and then, oops, over the top. 1, 2, 3. Then I finish off with my final knot. So I'm going to go left to right, pull it tight, and then right to left, again pulling it tight. So I have my timber framed picture frame, and then you might have these extra bits, and the children could use that to find natural resources like pine cones and attach them to that, and create like a lovely little picture using the natural resources they found within their timber frame.